Hey guys, Zach here, and welcome to the final edition of Godzilla Month. Yes, today is the last video for Godzilla Month, so yeah. We're ending off by reviewing the MonsterArts Godzilla 2014 Spitfire version. Now, this version of Godzilla comes from the 2014 movie Godzilla, which, if you haven't seen my NECA review or my Bandai Movie Monster Series review of Godzilla 2014, then definitely go watch those videos because I don't want to go into too much detail here because I've already said it enough times. But anyway, with all that out of the way, let's take a quick look at the packaging that this figure comes in, and something just fell. I apologize for that. So anyway, here is the box, and on the front we have a nice picture of the figure right here. Up in the corner we have the Godzilla 2014 logo. In the corner here we have Bandai, that's Bandai, Tamashii Nations, and Bandai Collector Shop. Choking hazards, again, just like with the other MonsterArts figures, if you're a parent looking for a Godzilla figure, don't get them anything, don't get them any MonsterArts figures, because these are more for displaying and posing rather than playing, so, yeah. Anyway, right here we have MonsterArts Godzilla 2014 Spitfire version. Right here we have the two Godzilla emblems, the Legendary logo and the Warner Brothers logo, and legal information here. On this side, we have a nice picture of the figure here with MonsterArts Godzilla 2014 Spitfire version. On top, we have the same thing. And if you're wondering why there's just a big line going through my packaging, the reason why that's there is because my little dog Gemma, she thinks she's funny, so she just decided to jump on this. So, yeah, blame my dog for that. But anyway, MonsterArts and Godzilla 2014 Spitfire version. On this side, oh, we just looked at that. On this side, we have MonsterArts Godzilla 2014 Spitfire version, and a bit of his back right there. On the back of the packaging, we just have the figure in many different poses, which look nice. Information about Yuji Sakai here, so if you want to pause and read it, go right ahead. I'll just slowly move the box so you could slowly read it. If you can read Japanese, that is, so, yeah. And underneath, we just have legal information, and yeah, that's how much this figure costs. I think the cost for this figure is a little bit outrageous, but we'll talk about why near the end of the video, so, yeah. Anyway, we'll take a quick look at his accessories before you take a look at the figure itself. So, taking a look at his effect part, there we go. Taking a closer look at this. This looks very nice. I actually really like this. I think the sculpt on this is amazing. The detailing, the paint is really good. It's a transparent plastic with a bit of bright blue paint on top, which looks very nice, and I really like how this turned out. And the base for the effect piece is really nice too. Nothing special, but still, that looks pretty cool. And basically what you do is you just plug that in there. You get your Godzilla figure, and then you get basically something like that, or something like that, and yeah, that looks alright. But without a doubt, the coolest accessory that this figure comes with is the severed M.U.T.O head. This, to me, is one of the coolest accessories to come with any Godzilla figure, and if you disagree, well, fight me, so yeah. Anyway, I will show you what this figure looks like with this piece on, because unlike with the 1995 Rebirth figure, it is actually easy to pop off the hand on this figure, so all you have to do is to just pop that off like that. Take this hand and just pop that right in there, and he can hold it, and yeah, that looks very nice. I really like how that looks, but I'm not going to have that on throughout the whole review. I just wanted to show you guys what it looked like. And yeah, bottom line, this is a really cool accessory. I wish it came with the original version, but yeah, this is still very cool, and I really love this thing, so yeah. Now we'll take a look at the figure itself, and the figure itself, well, a lot of people really don't like this figure, and I can kind of see why. First, we'll take a look at the paint on this figure, and the paint on this figure is not bad. Most of the figure is this charcoal black with hints of green throughout the figure, which looks alright. The dorsal plates are painted blue, and the fun thing is that this part, like all throughout the back here, everything blue on this figure is transparent. I don't know how I can show that off. Excuse me for a second, I just want to use the lighting here, but yeah, you could basically see through that if you take a light, so yeah. That's really cool. I actually never knew that until like way after I got this figure, but yeah, it's still a nice touch. The toe claws are, well, I don't think they're painted, but yeah, the paint on the toe claws looks very similar to the paint on the rest of the body, so yeah. And same with the finger claws, which is accurate to the movie. The paint on the eyes, they're basically like a whitish color with black pupils, and they are not symmetrical. I'll try to zoom in, but if you look there, one eye is looking down and one eye is looking forward, so yeah, that does not look good whatsoever. And the painting in the mouth is this reddish, pinkish color, which is what you would expect, so yeah. Also, the teeth are white, so yeah. That is it for the paint on this figure. The paint isn't horrible, but it's not amazing either, so it gets a pass. Now I'll take a look at the articulation, and the articulation on this figure is actually not bad. So going to the head, we have a ball joint, and ball joint here. The mouth can open and close, but the weird thing is that the jaw is actually on a ball joint. So you can basically pose the figure like this if you really wanted. Honestly, that looks beautiful, so yeah. Yeah, the arms are on ball joints. Bend at the elbow, and the hands are on ball joints as well. We have kind of a crunch, actually a very nice crunch, so if this figure can look like all the way down like that, then he can. The legs are on ball joints. Bend at the knee, and the feet are on ball joints as well. Now this tail is nothing but ball joints except for this last piece right here, which would have been nice if there's articulation there, but still, for what you get on the tail, it's very nice. And granted, it feels really nice to move the tail around, very organic, but the thing is, this figure, at least in the tail, does not like to hold a pose. So, yeah, just kind of does that, so yeah. Also, here's another example. Yeah, the joints on the tail are very loose, but it still feels very nice to move. And that's pretty much it for the articulation on this figure. Again, the tail, it would have been nice if it could hold a pose, but the rest of the articulation is not bad, so the articulation gets a pass. Now I'll take a look at the sculpt, and the sculpt on this figure seems to be the biggest issue, I believe. Besides the paint, the sculpt is kind of a big issue. And I can understand why people wouldn't like it, because this figure, this isn't actually based off of the 2014 movie. This is actually based off of the 2015 video game for the PlayStation 4. But they just decided to call this thing Godzilla 2014, which I don't have a problem. Oh, well, that came off. I don't have a problem with, but still, I could understand why people would be upset. And this figure is, like, in terms of the head sculpt, it does not look all that great in my opinion. It looks fine, but not great. Also, the hands are really big, and it kind of looks like that Godzilla's wearing gloves, or mittens or whatever, so yeah, that's something else I don't like about the sculpt, but other than that, there's nothing really wrong with the sculpt, so it's alright, so it gets a pass and a half. Now I'll take a look at the detailing on this figure, and the detailing on this figure is actually very nice. So going to the head, we have scales and whatnot, which look very nice, and all the small spikes on the top of the head right here. Going to the neck, the gills are actually not detailed well whatsoever. No, they are. Never mind, I'm stupid. Going to the body, we have more scales, which look very nice. Very reptilian-like, actually. But going down to the arms, we have more scales, which look very nice. The finger claws are detailed very nicely as well, and the hands are too. Going to the body, we have more nice scaling going on. Going to the leg here, the detailing for the legs are very nice. And the feet look pretty good too. Going to the tail, the detailing is okay. It kind of starts to get kind of worse, especially around here, but it still looks very nice. Underneath, we have creases and folds and whatnot underneath the tail, which look very nice. The front of the figure has very nice detailing, very reptilian-like. The detailing on the mouth is alright, and taking a look at the roof, actually there's barely any detailing, so yeah. And going to the dorsal plates, they are detailed very nicely as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the detailing on this figure. The detailing on this figure is very nice, so the detailing definitely gets a pass. And at the end of the day, should you get this figure, honestly, I'd say get this figure only for the accessories, because these are really nice accessories, and this figure itself is... it's not horrible, it's just okay, but if you have the NECA Godzilla 2014 or the original version of this figure, then I'd say skip out, but if you really need these accessories, then I'd say that this is your only option. This figure costs like 70 bucks, or that's how much I paid for it, which, for that price, it's a little much for this figure, but these accessories are still very nice. So, again, if you want the accessories, get this figure, and if you already have the NECA version and you don't care about the accessories, then I'd say give this figure a skip. But anyway, if you want to know how big he is, here he is next to Dr. Billy Grant. Alright, now that is it for today. That is the last video for Godzilla Month. Thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. Just want to get the Godzilla in the frame here. Peace, Zek out.